What's happening, beautiful soul? If you are watching this video right now, you're interested to learn more about what the Body Wisdom Workshop is all about. I am Amanda Riley, and I am the creator and instructor of Body Wisdom Workshop, which is a 6-hour class to really turn on the message systems with your body. Your body holds the answer, and your body knows your truth. But if you don't trust your body, or you don't know how to hear your body, or your body doesn't trust you, this messaging might be kind of broken in some ways. There are very subtle signals that the body has: twitching, chills, a sensation in your stomach, maybe some sort of shooting thing through your eye. Anyway, it's in constant communication with you. And often we exist in such a loud, busy, energetic space that it's really hard to hear the body. You know, think about it. If you were to go on a date with your partner and you sit at a super noisy restaurant, or go to a concert and you try to have an intimate conversation, that is going to be challenging to hear what they're saying, right? Like you're fighting so hard to hear it that you can't pick up on the cues. Learning to hear your body is really turning down the noise, so these subtle clues can be something that you become used to hearing and actually looking for, or you create a relationship with your body that you know that you can trust it. If you're not familiar with muscle testing, like you can go and get muscle testing, and people say the body always knows the truth. There's different ways to hear this. I personally have taken it even a step further, where I'm like, okay, body, I want to know the truth when I hear it, right? So instead of the muscle testing and some of the other things I had to do, I spent some time with my body to be like, okay, what's going to happen when I innately know the truth? And there is this pull that I feel on my heart when I know something to be true. So it is creating that sort of system up with your body, creating a safe space for your body to know that I communicate with you, and you will do something. You know, if any of you have ever been in a poor relationship where you can express your needs all you want and they're never met, how annoying that becomes, and eventually you stop communicating, or you start breaking down, or you start getting mad or throwing tantrums or becoming passive aggressive or having snide comments. Those are things that go along with it, right? If you're not heard, well, the body is in communication with you, and it wants you to be healthy and strong, and it wants you to feel good, and it's not falling apart on you. Like sometimes things just don't work as well when you've had years of neglect. You know, I have people come to me and say, oh, once I turned 40, everything fell apart. Did it? Or did everything finally catch up? Did all the years of abuse catch up? Did all the years of piss poor self-talk catch up? Did all the years of Diet Coke and coffee creamers and a poor diet and dehydration and malnutrition and lack of movement finally catch up? Did all the years of abuse, of thinking that you needed the next thrill, so you did something extreme and crazy to your body without giving it the proper reset, is that what happened? Yeah, bodies don't fall apart. Like the body is literally constantly making new cells to keep you healthy and strong, and it wants to be healthy and strong. So it is a matter of turning that on. Some of the key components of this workshop is connection, like connecting to yourself, finding internal belief systems. You know, like I personally believe the universe, and universe to me means source, God, light, love, energy, whatever you need to do for that. I believe the universe, the ultimate creating force, always has my back. I believe that things are always working out for my highest and best. I believe that anything that ever happens to me, there is a huge lesson that comes through on the other side of things. So by holding those belief systems, as soon as something that feels innately negative happens to me, I am like, okay, what emotions am I feeling? I'm going to work through these emotions, and sometimes they need a little bit more airtime than others. Sometimes it's a few moments, sometimes it's a couple hours, sometimes it's a day, sometimes it's a week. I don't know, like it gets its airtime. And then I immediately start plucking lessons, because I don't believe anything on this planet happens to me that's not for my highest and best, period. That's a belief I carry. Now, if you believe that the world is against you, this belief mechanism is going to cause a lot of resistance in your body. That resistance in your body is something we need to clear out Remove belief systems that don't serve you, because believing that the universe is against you is never going to serve you, and nothing is anything good ever going to happen. No. But if you believe that the universe always has your back, and you believe that the highest and best is coming, and you believe that every circumstance on the planet is for your greater good, you start looking for those. So that connection of beliefs that don't serve and clearing them out. The next piece of this class is deep stretching, truly listening to your body, truly hearing where the tension is. And where tension is in your body, there is a blue book, which I didn't even mean to, it really is blue, that gives you insights. You know, if you're someone who is having shoulder issues, for example, shoulders represent our ability to carry our experience in life joyfully. We make life a burden by our attitude. Now, sometimes that can be a really tough pill to swallow, but if you really start thinking about it, like, do you live life joyously? Like, do you look at life as a burden? Well, if that's true and you have shoulder joints, you got an insight here of a new belief system. And the new belief system is I choose to allow all of my experiences to be joyous and loving. Well, that sure is, like, it can be that easy. And I'm like, well, easy and simple are not the same thing. And it really is this simple. So physical pain in your body gives you insight of mental stuff that you have cooking and new belief systems that you can insert. So we do that. And then meditation. Meditation gives us space and time to allow these things to integrate. You know, I say that prayer is our time to talk to God, and meditation is our time to receive God. And that's what these workshops are. We connect, we find these beliefs, we stretch, we move the body, and then we meditate. Then we talk about our experiences, and we continue this throughout a 6-hour period. By the end of class, you know, you are looking at different belief systems that are supporting your body in healing. And you are looking at how the universe always has your back and how to find lessons. You know, when something happens, how to find a lesson on the other side. And I do often use this example, especially when I creep to the middle of the year, because that is when my daughter was born. The day I found out I was pregnant was one of the most devastating moments in my life. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was horrified, terrified. I cried for days. I became suicidal, and I had an abortion scheduled that literally took a snowstorm in Seattle canceling that appointment. And that's a story that my daughter knows, and you can manipulate that and brutalize it and do whatever you want to it. But that is the truth of how I felt when I was pregnant. And now I look, my daughter at this point in time in life is 17, and I don't know how I would have done a single day of the last 17 years without her. Since I know that the biggest, most challenging thing in my life gave me the biggest, greatest gift, this weave is for me. Like, I can see this weave happening, and I refuse to stay in a place that is anything less than what can I learn from this? How can I move forward? How can I integrate? And sometimes we have experiences that teach us how to set up boundaries, so it's not an experience that we're going to allow in our life again. So Body Wisdom Workshop is a matter of creating a safe space for you to allow communication to happen with your body, because your body's in constant communication with you. And if you can start hearing the subtle clues, you can put yourself in positions to be able to process emotions, so you don't have reactions, but you respond to certain scenarios and breakdowns. I also have spent some time really learning how to take care of the body in the simplest way possible. So it's sharing those things. It's sharing how to hydrate, nourish, and move your mind, body, and soul. So your three-legged stool of a mind, body, soul thing. So think of it being a three-legged stool, like as your mind is strong, your body is strong, your soul is strong, the stool is good, right? But if you break one of those legs, the stool can't stand. So we want all three of those legs strong and moving and functioning together. And that is what the body wisdom is all about. Based on the people who come to class, the experience is going to be altered a little bit because the intentions will be set, the energies will be different, but the core of the class is very much the same. Connect to what no longer serves you, stretch to relieve the tension, meditate to bring in the new belief. And that is what we look at. The other thing that you need to understand is how much your thoughts influence how you feel. You know, beliefs are merely thoughts that you keep thinking. Thoughts control how you feel, and feelings carry vibrations in your body. So if you are constantly feeling low vibration emotions, you're laying in the dirt and you feel crappy. High vibe emotions can be very hard to maintain. So if you're always on a high flying disc when you're around people, you might feel a crash when you come home. So it's a matter of figuring out this vibration in your body. That's a matter of knowing where you're at. Or like, for instance, I lost both my parents in an 11-month period. My dad's death to me was unexpected. I thought I had more time with him. And grief is a very, very challenging emotion. And it is the emotion that comes in waves, and it is the emotion that just needs a little bit of airtime and then it goes. It's the same with rage. Rage doesn't need a lot of airtime, but when it comes and it's there, it needs to be heard. So it's a matter of like allowing these emotions to be heard, understanding what they have, and then also knowing that your thoughts contribute to how you feel. So if you want to feel different, you have to think different thoughts. So that's really what it is. It's breaking down the nuts and bolts to be able to turn on the communication with your body, because your body always has the answer. How to connect in these classes, when dates are in the description of this video. So you just need to scroll through that. If you have questions, or if you're like, hey, I just want the link sent right to me, you can text me 651-399-4297 and say, hey, Amanda, so-and-so would love to know more about your body wisdom workshop. Boom, there you go. So if you have any questions, just let me know. I am super easy to get a hold of. I welcome you into following me on social media, Facebook, Instagram. AmandaRileyWellness is who you are going to find. And know this, the body always knows the answer. Universe, and when I say universe, I'm talking about all life-giving creation, always has your back. And if you can believe those two things, it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Thank you for taking time to watch this video. And if you have any direct questions about body wisdom, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, follow me on social or catch up with me however you want.